This is your family's first and most important line of defense against Mother Nature. When she strikes, make sure you call the people that I trust, my family and friends at Exterior Home Solutions.
Exterior Home Solutions 2-minute drill on this Tuesday. Let's just get right to it. The latest on Nico Iamaleava, Brent Hubbs.
Well, I mean, I think you and I both talked to as many people as we could today, try to figure out what's going on and where the latest is with that. As he was on Monday, he was with the team. The team was out on the practice field today. He did some things physically. I don't think he did anything with the team stuff necessarily, or didn't do much with that. I mean, he was limited, as you would expect. But Josh Heupel has reiterated twice now. He thinks he's going to be ready to go on Saturday. And I think it's safe to say that Nico's progressing. And we'll see how much more he does on Wednesday.
Yeah, I think that you're checking boxes. And today, to me, he cleared a hurdle. Mm-hmm. When you're out on the practice field, you're able to do actual physical work, not maybe not teamwork, but do something besides just stand there and watch. I think that's a step in the right direction. Now, he didn't really do anything during team periods. Neither did Dylan Sampson because, he took 30 carries right. And, took a lick to the knee and all that last week. So, I mean, it's not uncommon for players to miss early in the week.
Yeah, it's not. And again, I mean, everybody wants to know a definitive on Tuesday. There is no definitive. No. It's a progression. And I think the key to this thing is there's progression with Nico in the right direction. And we'll see how much more progression there is tomorrow.
As for Tim Banks, this is a guy who, has a lot of belief in his defense and believes that they're going to get some of the little kinks worked out in the running game and be right back where they were early in the year.
Yeah, and it's one of those things, the more you watch the Mississippi State thing, Tennessee did some little bit of unorthodox things in terms of their run defense. And what I mean by that is they played some extra DBs. They were in some lighter boxes. I think it's pretty safe to say that the biggest concern Tim Banks had going into that game is he did not want the ball to get thrown over their head because Mississippi State is trying to run switch routes. They're trying to do a lot of the things that Josh Heupel has been doing to teams in this league for the last 3 years. And I think they wanted to guard against that. And if that meant they gave up a few more yards in the ground game, they did. I don't think they're elated with the way they played rush defense. It's not like, we knew they were going to rush for, nearly 200 yards on us. But I think they understood they were willing to give up some stuff in the run if they need to make sure they didn't give up big plays on the back end.
Finally, Dylan Sampson, he's frustrated by the 3 fumbles in 3 straight games. Darrell Sims, though, doesn't seem just bothered by it. I mean, says it's all correctable stuff. A lot of it's him just trying to be such a competitor to get an extra yard or two that allows them to continue to punch at the ball, and bad things happen when you're stood up and somebody keeps punching the ball.
And I think that's an interesting deal because how do you tell a guy, hey, you've got all you can get out of that play, get to the ground?
Yeah.
That's just not in his nature of what he's done. And Darrell Sims said, hey, it's kind of become a habit. You're just going to fight for every inch that you can get. You won't pad +2 or whatever their terminology is on that. You always want to be falling forward. But at some point, the play is kind of over. And when do you decide the play is over? And I think Dylan has gotten himself in a couple of fumble situations by just trying to do too much, Austin.
He is Brent Hubbs. I'm Austin Price for the Exterior Home Solutions 2-minute drill.